but SONIQS is still that linchpin, that key, and how they go is how this lobby will shake out.
It is time. Will the SONIQS create the Megazord and trash everyone around them? We will find out as game number 1 of day 3 gets underway. The drop is in. The plane is fair, except for the gas cans. We'll see where they end up. Here's my thought, though. This is something that came up in some discussion behind the scenes. I don't know if it's relevant or not, but there is a point where the SONIQS, who are mathematically unable to not qualify, they've got 2 wins right now, so no one can pass. Like, they will be top 8 no matter what they do. Do you, as the SONIQS, abuse some other teams? Maybe choose who goes to the top 8 with you?
I say this with all respect for every other team in the lobby. Who is SONIQS scared of? Right?
Oh, that's a good point.
You know,
TSM's not even in here.
Like who are they afraid of? Who would SONIQS really want to have out of this lobby? They don't care. Like, they're so far above. Like, it's gotten to this point now where it feels like it's okay. Like, SONIQS clear cut first. TSM, if they can do magical things in the lobbies that they have where the SONIQS aren't playing, then yeah, they got a shot at taking down SONIQS. But it's like it's always going to be, can TSM take out SONIQS? And then it's like,
how often have we seen when this circle starts to show up, Poro, that shooting range southern hill or the sort of area to just the north of it ends up being the selection? So a lot of teams getting in there.
Oh, no, Nikos. He does get the trade, though. Adam actually helping him out there. So 3 up still for Greg Shot and the boys. The rest of Orion going to hold down the fort on the inside. Simply Matt a little bit low off the bat. Skaska going to take the high ground, but he might be getting there at the worst possible. Oh, the grenade went through. Skaska will spot out Hikerman and get the free down. And now gas cans, they get the res, but they're a little bit on the back foot here, Toffees.
Simply Matt has been putting in work all week while we watch him. He's not going to change it up just yet as he gets a burn there on Adam with the molly. Knocked gas cans all over the place. Nikos and Greg Shot trying to find an angle as the last 2 members of Orion do hold the interior. And I'll tell you what, it's a lot harder to breach when you're down to 2 players. So will the gas cans try to pull off of this one? It doesn't seem like it. It seems like they are pot committed to trying to win this. The thing is, they're on a timer. Adam will only be up for so long. He goes for the peak. Nikos does not get it. The barrel betrays him and he goes down. Orion taking a 2v1 advantage. No chance for a res. He has to just win this straight up.
This is like you've been singing the praises of Simply Matt, and Simply Matt are really putting on a show right now. I mean, it's not often you see Nikos win back-to-back 1v1s, and now he's gonna find Greg Shot. Orion with the good hold.
Beautiful play by Orion. The stars align, and they absolutely belt out against gas cans. I thought the gas cans coming in with numbers, a good push. They got Nikos. You thought things would go better, but it didn't. And I think a lot of that was simply Matt made some very, very strong plays, and his peaks were just very well timed. SONIQS in a nutshell, aggressive 4-man spread, and total control.
You want to see something else? This also shows you how much homework these teams do and how well they know the SONIQS. They know SONIQS is playing around Plane Crash, and you can see they are giving that area such a wide berth right now. It's like if it's not TSM, it's SONIQS. One of those two are going to be controlling Plane Crash. TSM isn't in the lobby, so you know SONIQS is right there, and everybody just avoiding the hell out of that spot right now.
I mean, that's 100%. And it feels like maybe that's the plane from Lost because nobody seems to be able to get their hands on it. They're just going to move around, let SONIQS do their thing, except for Liberate, who's closing. But meanwhile, let's check in with Dignitas as they start the push here against United.
It's a nice little push. Cherry has gone down. Valier gets flushed out. It's all down to Los HD. He's going to spot out ahead, but he doesn't get the shot. Honey Badger will come around and finish off the shots there. United going down probably a little bit earlier than they had hoped.
Yeah, I think earlier than they hoped, their fans hoped, their sponsors hoped. That is a tough first game for them to go out in 15th position, considering they came in today all the way down in 19th with only 13 kills after 6 games. That's not how you want to bounce back. Let's jump over to 300, a team that we were hoping to see some big things out of today. Neferhor gets the headshot on Skaska.
Neff with that mini work is doing nice things here. Gravity going to try to take it right into him and just finish this off. They're going to find Skaska, it looks like, as they a little bit split focus here. Let's see if Simply Matt can pull off some more magic, but it's going to be a little bit tougher trying to pull it off from the shack right now. Actually, Gravity gonna pull away for right now. They're just gonna let Matt live. They got more important things to worry about with 300.
The 300 threat, I think, was the reality that they had to sort of focus on. They got Matt out of the way. They can now focus back down the hill. D-Rich gets a knock on Extreme. That is huge to maybe open the door as D-Rich keeps sliding around the left side. He's going to queue up that grenade. Cook throws it.
Grenade.
Nice bounce. He does.
I think it just missed him. I think it just missed him.
I thought he got some damage on him. Did he not? No, he didn't get enough.
Yeah, he was going for the res. They end up doing good things there. Batty going to get spotted out by D-Rich, though, or by Vox, rather. And so now Icon back up. They get 3 back up, but they lose Batty in the process. And now, oh no, that's not who you want shooting you over the top.
All right, so it's 300's now being forced to push outside the blue. Simply Matt was eliminated. The fight continues. That's the end of D-Rich as well as all of Gravity. They tried to bring SSG back to Earth, and while they were able to ground them, they fell to 300, who played very aggressively out of the blue.
It was a good idea.
It was a great idea. I think honestly, Simply Matt pushing in there threw a monkey wrench in the works, and they never really recovered from that.
Yeah, it's a spanner in the works.
Spanner in the works.
Man, you gotta get your Sims quotes right.
I know. I wish I was British.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a combination of that. Simply Matt kind of throwing him off, and then SONIQS just third party. And now look at this. SONIQS actually going to send 2 right up onto the fence line. They'll clear 1 out, and now it's just going to be utility over the top. See if they can find ATC.
I mean, so SONIQS is pushing in. They're bringing their last man. Their anchor is also joining the fray as they try to lock down this area. They know if they can hold the wall and the hills behind it, they have a massive amount of control as well as fallback potential. ATC has a good spot, but it's not great when the hills are still in play because everyone above them, including Eternity, is going to be able to look down here and sort of relegate ATC's peak potential. But here comes 300. They're making a move on the pass. They've taken the ditches. And now SONIQS has to respond very quickly and find themselves a better cover position. Look how fast SONIQS responded, though.
Yeah, that's good ears. Good ears on the part of SONIQS to hear those 300 engines pulling up right behind them. So they pull off of the wall, which is good news for ATC, although ATC does lose that 1 player. They will at least survive a little bit longer here. SONIQS going to reposition. Wildcard still playing from the shelter area. This is a safety play for them right now. This is good.
But Wildcard doing this is like that person in the zombie movie who like locks the bedroom door and just hopes nobody finds them, right? Whereas like look at Dignitas on the hill or SONIQS on their push. Like these are the guys who went out and put some nails in some baseball bats and decided to take it to the zombie. So I want to see which strategy works out here. Game 1, we're setting a trend. We're going to see what these teams do throughout the day. It's going to be very exciting. Win. 300 is taking a lot of fire from the SONIQS. Wildcard could capitalize, but they're not even peeking, and that may cost them as Leda is now actually moving up onto Wildcard's defense position.
This is good stuff from 300. And yeah, I think they might actually catch Wildcard napping here a little bit as 300 has gotten all the way up onto their doorsteps. Raven will open it up with a good scar shot. Trades back. Nefahor gonna find 2. It's down to Maji and Raven with about 5 HP between them. Raven will come back up. No! 300. What a push.
The zombies always find you, and just like that, Wildcard's door gets kicked in, and now 300, with their aggressive play and their strong rotation, take over a big portion of that circle. And because they took out Wildcard, they now have an approach vector into this new circle that just popped up. So huge play from 300. That's the kind of stuff they did in the opens that made them so powerful. I feel like they weren't as confident on their first day of play. Seeing this makes me super hyped.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, there was no second guessing that if they would have, been hesitant in trying to make that push on a Wildcard, A, would have gotten a chance to set up, and then B, SONIQS would have gotten a chance to maybe set themselves up to do a little bit of third partying onto that. But the fact that 300 pushed in there with reckless abandon and just immediately take out Wildcard, great stuff from 300.
It's felt like a while since we saw Eternity push, but they're going to do it as they roll down the hill. Vehicles going Oath. Mostly watching. They might go for a little kill here or not, but they're just content to send ETR away. Yeah, that was surprising. It's the drive-by for you.
Yeah, it gets knocked on the drive-by, but here we go. They're right into Throwable's range. Snake are going to find 2. They got to do something about this, though. Bale's still down. Snakers goes down to Lobes, the third party coming from up the hill in Veritas. And SONIQS now going to pay a little bit, get a little bit of retribution put down onto him by Marcelic. Let's see if Eternity, what are they going to do here? They got the smokes down. Are they going to go for these reses, or can they go and try to clear out what's left of Oath?
I mean, I think what happened is Win saw the sort of chaos breaking out between Oath and ETR, and just like Veritas wanted to be involved, Marcelic was watching for it and did get the knock, and now they're going to try to do a little bit of nade baits, see if they can take them out, but SONIQS should be fine. Oath, unfortunately, is sitting inside of basically a golf hole while everyone else goes to the driving range with grenades.
Oh, Oath's spot was really good there for a while, but now Veritas, they got to do something about Veritas, man. Veritas has this high ground, and they are sending shots down on everybody, but it might be just too target-rich of an environment here for Veritas. They've got focus going over every which way, really, and as a result, nobody really getting focused down here. SONIQS do get that res on a win, so they are back up to 4 strong, still trading back and forth with ATC. They've got a little bit of work to do. They got to get inside the circle here.
You know, you said it's about Veritas, but I feel like SONIQS probably feels this way, like, oh look, shooting range is a target-rich environment. Let's go.
I mean, they are, you know that they're not scared. And Tickleton gonna find Melone. Marcella gonna go down as well, and now it's just super, just like that, man. That is how
it's wild.
Quickly SONIQS can strike.
And they're in. They jump the wall. They're making the push. Tickleton's going to take the front foot. He goes down to super, but he's still up. The rest come in. Look how fast Mime responds. No man left behind as they try to make the play. I think they should be able to get Tig back up here as ATC is eliminated.
He
go out?
He's flushed. Super was able to get the flush on that, so that's going to put a little bit of a pressure on the SONIQS. And now the circle pushing away, that's going to be a little not too bad though. They can make their way in. Eternity, you can see, is just still on the edge.
Yeah.
Oath still somehow alive. Veritas now in a little bit of trouble. 300 as well.
Yeah, it's actually a really good shift for SONIQS because it leaves that little berm sort of on the left side in. It's great for Dignitas. 300's a little bit stuck in their house, so if Dignitas can lock out those walls, 300 has very little access. Eternity is stuck in a very tight corner. If they jump the wall, they die to Veritas. If they go the other way, SONIQS is waiting for them. 300 drops instantaneously. Dignitas knew they were there. They tracked them since the moment they engaged on Wildcard, and were just waiting for them to come out of the house. I mean, once they realized SONIQS was out of utility, lay down and pray down was the best way to go. Dignitas is kind of being stuffed into a little berm here. That's going to be tough, but they did get the circle, so they can last it out, whereas Veritas, their only option is going to be to send it to Oath.
And there we go. They're going to hop in the vehicles. 2 deep, 3 deep. They're going to send it right into the bench. Oh, nice shot from Snakers. Relo. They'll find him. Easy stuff. Veritas doesn't even get the knock. They do some damage, though, and Kickstart's going to go down and get flushed out immediately by Poonage.
Wow. So quick flushes. Down goes Veritas. They do deliver a little bit of utility, potentially, that Oath sorely needed. Kick was important, though. While that fight happened, Kick was the anchor. His job was to hold the dot. And the fact that he went down really sets Dignitas and SONIQS up for one of the two of them to take this big win.
Yeah, SONIQS already make their way into the circle. They've got nothing but space to work with. Dignitas, though, starting to stretch out their fingers a little bit here, see if they can cake some more territory. Honey Badger, we know the type of player this man is. We saw what he is capable of doing. What did he get? 13 kills in one game yesterday? Yeah. Guy's a madman. He's got 3 in the bag already, and they're creeping. Meanwhile, Oath, there you go. I think that's the utility we're talking about. Yep. The delivery, so important.
I mean, they knew they were there. They just ran out of ways to throw grenades at Eternity a while ago. So a couple extra grenades come in from Veritas. They try to make the most of them. They do damage, but it's not quite enough. Eternity now, though, has no other choice but to make the push happen. They've been repeatedly blinded and flashed, and now they are cashed as the last man is trying to make his way through the smoke line, but it is about to run out.
Woo. There you go. Reload quick with it. Soup gonna go down. Eternity does get to the top 4 with 3 kills. Now Oath still have 2 in. And, well, it's just a question. Okay, it looks like Dignitas is grouping up to try to take care of Oath before they turn their attention over towards SONIQS.
Well, Dig's got the dot and the high ground, right? Oath is in a spoiler position for SONIQS more than Dig, as long as Dig makes sure they don't push along the wall. So Dig will put some anchors down, make sure Oath stays or goes in the opposite direction. I think they're using the utility to try to scare them. Here. They're trying to scare them. Say, go the other way, man. Here's some fire. You need to push SONIQS.
This is the biggest thing for Dignitas right here. They got to get rid of Oath, but they cannot take a trade. They can't take a knock. The second one of them goes down, SONIQS will be right on top of them. So they've got to make sure that they clean this up cleanly.
Honey Badger in a really important spot right now, playing the berm. He's got to keep the flashes out to keep Oath's head down, but he's also the only thing keeping the SONIQS from pushing. If they can get over their hill and take the opposite side of Honey Badger's berm, they're gonna be in a good spot. They're going for it now. Shrimzy gets the knock. They sent the bait sprinter. Shrimzy was watching. Sparking steps in to try to help out, but he can't quite get it. And now SONIQS and Oath are pincering Dignitas.
Oh, SONIQS making the moves right when they needed to, and there you go. Honey Badger will be flushed out by a win. Sparking's still alive, though. He's still got a little bit of HP. Can he get the heal off? I don't know. I think he's too. I think he's too nervous to even go for the heal, as knows he's getting pushed right now. Lunich and Shinboy just hiding in the cloud here, trying to see if they can spot out somebody from Oath. So Dignitas gets pulled in a couple of different directions. And here we go. SONIQS making the move. They're gonna find him.
Comes up over the top, gets the knocks. Dignitas was forced in a 2v3 and a 2v2. The 2v2 has come to an end, but now it's back to a 2v3 as the rest of his teammates are knocked out. Punich hits the ground, goes low, but SONIQS know exactly where they are. Punich has to stand to get the shot. Big spray by Hwin, knocks them all to half. The flank play comes out. Hwin goes down, but mime time, prime time. The push is there. Hwin gave his life to grab the attention, and then the rest of the team came in and slapped him down.
Mime.
I like that. Nice.
What a push. What a gutsy push. I mean, they knew that they did damage. He knew that the damage got done on the spray. And so Mime's just like, you know what, I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna push it, and you know, whatever happens, happens. I managed to get up on him. And there you go. I mean, we're talking about the possibility, the potential, the I guess, dare I say, the inevitability of this happening, where SONIQS not only gets a boatload of kills, they get the win as well, and they're taking away these opportunities from others.
SONIQS don't just like winning; they like hurting other people's ego.